Good morning. Welcome to day 37 of Daily Habit this Saturday morning. It's a beautiful morning here. Hope you're having a great morning yourself and had a wonderful week, and that you have some wonderful things to look forward to this weekend. Today we're continuing to read from The Dash, Making a Difference in Your Life by Linda Ellis and Mac Anderson. And we're reading stories from individuals that were impacted by the poem, The Dash. So we'll start here today with Rob Klinger, Making Your Dash Matter. And then we'll move into A Dash of Reconnection by Ralph Olson. And then we can talk a little bit about that, the theme and the impact and the connection to the stories. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. I really appreciate it. And thanks again for the comments. They're uplifting and I appreciate it. And if you have any suggestions along the way, I am new to this, day 37 of Daily Habit. I appreciate it. As always, like button also is great. If you like the video, please make sure to do that. So thanks again for everybody out there tuning in, and let's make it a great day. So let's go ahead and get started. Since 1996, I've been blessed to be a volunteer with Hospice of Central Ohio and Compassion in Action, serving mostly veterans at VA hospitals and in Central Ohio. One of the services Hospice of Central Ohio provides is called Life Review. It's a process that allows patients to find meaning and purpose in their lives through reflection on their life experiences. In the Life Review, trained volunteer staff members conduct interviews with patients upon request and record these stories digitally. As a Life Review volunteer, I've had the privilege of sitting across from many individuals who, through the storytelling process, came to realize that the most important dimensions of their lives are focused on three things: faith, family, and friends. After reading Linda Ellis's poem, The Dash, I began to share it with the families of the patients I worked with, and their reaction was consistent. They expressed gratitude for all that God had given them, realized that time is precious, and began working on making a difference with their dash. Recently, I had a conversation with one surviving family member to whom I had given a copy of The Dash. She told me it inspired both her and her family to reflect on their own lives. I know I must slow down, be grateful for everything, forgive, love more, and give without expectation while living my dash. She said, "We don't have much time here on earth, and I want to make my dash to matter." We are here to change the world with small acts of thoughtfulness, done daily rather than with one great breakthrough. Author, Rabbi Harold Kushner. A Dash of Reconnection by Ralph Olson. When The Dash was first published, I had served as a pastor for 30 years. It was a powerful poem with a message that spoke to my heart. In supporting families who had suffered a death, I often found they had difficulty remembering their loved one's life. So I began to read the poem to them, which seemed to help them recall fond memories and events. It's one thing to help others in their grieving. It is another matter when grief hits you. My father died last October at the age of 89. Our relationship had been strained for many years because he was an alcoholic. After my mother's death in 1993, the counselor told me to be ready for my father when he came for support. I would have to decide whether I would let him into my life or not. I struggled with the decision, but realized no matter what I had experienced, he was still my father and I was his son. I turned to The Dash and read it many times, looking for guidance in my new relationship. Certain phrases poured into my heart. Are there things you'd like to change? You never know how much time is left. Be less quick to anger. Show appreciation more. Love the people in your life like you've never loved before. Remembering this special dash might only last a while. I delivered the eulogy at my dad's memorial service because I knew him best, and I was proud of the things I could say about him that were lost in the brokenness of our relationship those many years. Finally, I could say, thank you, Dad, for spending some of your dash with me. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. Author Suzanne Somers. So I think both of these stories touch on the idea that there's the balance in your life. You have to kind of make sure that you have the importance in the right order. One of the things that we oftentimes get out of balance with is that we put kind of work at the front, and then oftentimes that gets us out of balance in our lives. I kind of consider your faith should be number one, family should be number two, and friends, and then work. But you still have to obviously do well in your work so that you're able to support those that are in your life, and you're able to have the opportunities that you need when you do, get into your later years. I get that, but we have to always be careful to not be too far in one direction or the other. And so the dimensions of your life should be focused on faith, family, and friends. Makes a lot of sense to me. That stood out. Additionally, I really like the quote, "We are here to change the world with small acts of thoughtfulness, done daily rather than with one great breakthrough." I think that's right. So these ideas that you're gonna be a guy that invents something that does something great, or you're gonna do something great. Yeah, it's totally possible. I think it is. But also at the same time, daily incremental steps, step by step, in the right direction with the right attitude, and also, making sure that you're connected to those in the world, not only in your immediate circle, but as you go out in the world, recognize the struggles of others and be kind, be generous, be forgiving, say hello, say, hey, how you doing? All those sorts of things. And then definitely the forgiveness one is probably one of the toughest ones for all of us. It is a gift to give yourself. I agree, Suzanne Somers. So, and are there things you'd like to change? You never know how much time is left. Be less quick to anger. Show appreciation more. Love the people in your life like you've never loved before. Remembering that this special dash might only last a while. So hopefully these ideas resonated with you today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful Saturday. God's in your corner. Make it a great weekend. Make it a great day. God bless. Talk with you again tomorrow. Bye.